Skeeter, come. Come on, Skeeter. Good boy. You find the birds? All right, well, I'm heading into the cabin. It's October 17th, I think, today. And me and Skeeter are doing a little grouse hunting while we head in. But I should be laid off in a week or two. And so I'm kind of going in right now because we're supposed to get 1 to 3 inches of snow today. Some more snow this week. So winter's right around the corner and it always comes up fast. But I had the weekend off, so I wanted to come in today and kind of get the yard cleaned up and take inventory on what I have. As far as, you know, flour and rice and stuff like that goes and all that. So groceries, just kind of get a list of things I need to haul in. Because of course once the snow flies and I can't drive back here anymore, then I can't, it makes it hard to haul things in. So I just want to get a list going and figure out what exactly I have here and what I need to get so I can get it hauled in while I can drive closer. And one of the things I want to do today, which I'll probably do right away this morning, I got that tree that fell behind the cabin. I'm going to get that all cut up and cleaned up and bucked up into firewood. And then I got to come down the trail with my chainsaw too and clean this up a little bit. There's some spots where, you know, there's trees that have fallen over and thick spots and all that. So hopefully that chainsaw starts. It hasn't been started since last spring, but I'm sure it will. Yeah, you can see a lot of this crap on the trails got to be cleaned up. And there it is. It is good to see it again. In a couple weeks, I'll be walking up and I won't have to leave. Everything looks all right, except for where a little bit of water came in. So I gotta remove that piece of the floor there. Kind of looks like a storage shed in here right now. But yeah, I can't wait to get this thing spruced up. We're gonna shellac the inside too. So I'll give these logs a nice finished look to them. But yeah, I'm excited for this year. You can see little Skeeter right there. He doesn't like the chainsaw, which works out good for both of us because I don't want him near it. Well, you can see I got a nice brush pile here to burn up as soon as I get laid off here. The goal was to get here this weekend to try to beat the snow and get some of this yard cleanup stuff done, but obviously that didn't work out. We're only supposed to get 1 to 3 inches though. I don't think it'll stick. It's supposed to be 36 in a couple days, so should melt everything, but I'm hoping when I get back here in about a week or two, depending on work, when I get back for the full winter here, that there won't be too much snow, so I can still get some of this brush cleaned up. Skeeter! Skeet! I think there's a squirrel over there. Hey, look everybody, snow at the cabin again. The snow won't stick though, it's gonna melt in a couple days. It's supposed to get up to 36. But yeah, just a friendly reminder that winter is right around the corner here. It always comes up so fast. But yeah, I should be laid off in the next week or so, and then first thing I'll be doing is coming back and getting metal on this. You can see it looks kind of funny right now. There's not the tarp's not on the porch part because it was kind of getting mangled up. Hey, Skeeter. Skeets. What are you doing? Go find that squirrel. Go find the squirrel. Go get the squirrel. But yeah, anyways, that tarp's not on the porch part because it was getting all mangled up, so I just cut it off. And but the actual roof itself, like inside, still dried in and all that. But yeah, I'll be getting metal in here first thing when I get laid off, so that'll be good. Anybody else ever raked in the snow before? All right, guys, well, that's going to conclude this trip here because it got snowing too hard where everything's covered in snow now. So, yeah, for those of you that have been following for a while, you guys kind of know what my future projects are with this, and they're going to get done this winter. So, first thing I'm going to do is get some metal on the roof. That's got to happen ASAP. That's going to be, as soon as I get laid off, that's the first thing I'm doing is getting metal on this. And then I got that other wood stove to haul in yet, which is not going to be very fun because the other one wasn't very fun. But that's going to be, I think that's going to be really nice to have a nice glass front wood stove out here. And then I'm going to jack this cabin up and get it up a couple feet here probably. And then I'm going to have a front porch that'll come out, and then there'll be stairs here that'll kind of you'll walk up onto the front porch and then walk into the door, of course. And then a separate outhouse / shower building. And I don't know if I'm going to do logs for that. I think I'm just going to use lumber because it's going to be way faster. And I don't want to take a lot more pine trees from around this area because I like having the pine trees around. So I think I am going to use lumber for that. I'll probably do like an 8x8 little separate building with a wood stove in it, and then that'll serve as a couple purposes. You know, obviously the shower, which will be nice, and then the outhouse, and then if the cabin ever burns down, that'll be a separate building that we can get into that has a wood stove in it. So, because you got to think if you're 30 below and then the cabin burns down and you're in your long johns or something, or your underwear and barefoot and you got to get out quick or something, or whatever, it's not a good situation to be in. So having something separate to get into is a must. I had a little tent set up out here last year that we could get into if we had to, but I think that shower outhouse thing is going to be sweet. But all right, that's kind of the plan. I didn't end up getting to spend as much time here as I would have liked to, but Skeeter and I are going to continue on our grouse hunting voyage here and see if we can't get any grouse. But I'll kind of keep this video going and show you guys some of the area that I live in, those of you that are new. Yeah, we're getting a decent amount of snow. Probably an inch so far, and it's still coming down pretty good. Skeeter's loving it. Skeeter! Come on, Skeet! Alright guys, I'm about 5 miles from the cabin here, and I'm officially laid off, and I got some metal behind me, some other stuff, so I got quite a bit of work to do, and it's about 2 o'clock right now, 2 o'clock exactly. It'll take me about a half an hour to get the rest of the way here, especially once I get on my road. It's basically a 4-wheeler trail, so that takes a little while, but I'm hoping to get all this metal hauled in tonight, all my supplies hauled in tonight at least, and then probably start a brush fire tonight since it gets dark at 5 now here since it's daylight savings. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some burning tonight and kind of lay low, maybe drink a couple beers and celebrate me being laid off, and put in a hard work season there. So anyways, yeah, stay tuned. I got some projects coming on, but the big thing is, you guys know I've been waiting to get metal on this roof for quite some time now. So I'm really excited about it, but hauling it in is gonna suck. I'll tell you that right now. Trees across the road here. it was across the road the last couple times I've been here, but I got to go in there. I'm gonna bring in some sheets of metal right now, and on my way back bring the chainsaw so I can cut this up because I can get a lot closer up in here, about another few hundred yards anyways. All right, well, all is well at the cabin here. Some snow on the ground you can see, but it's actually really nice out. It's like 55. And so a lot of the snow's melting, but I got 5 sheets of metal back in here. I just carried it back, and then I got my chainsaw filled with gas and bar oil. So I'm gonna go back and cut that tree up, and that'll allow me to get another few hundred yards closer to the cabin. I got my battery hooked up to my solar panels there. It's the first time I've done that in a while, and all that's working well. There's still some pretty good sun, as you can see. So I'm hoping to get that charged up here in about an hour or two. It should be pretty full of juice, but I'm walking back with the chainsaw right now. I got about a 3/4 mile walk, and then once I get that tree cut up, I'll be about a half mile from the cabin. But that extra 1/4 mile makes a big difference. So I'm gonna go get that tree cut up and out of the way so I can drive back a little farther. Well, that's gonna have to be good enough. First thing I did was smoke a rock, because you can't see them underneath the snow, you know, and just smoked it with my chain. So I have to get the rest of this cut up later, but that should be good enough to get in there. All right, well, we got back in here. I'm probably not gonna film a whole lot of this carrying in the metal business here, because the sun's starting to go down, and I got to get my butt in gear if I'm gonna kind of meet my personal deadline here. I really want to get all this metal back in here tonight, so tomorrow I can just wake up and just hammer it out and be done with it. So I'm just gonna kind of, I got this double wall, or I got this Class A chimney pipe to carry back in there, a rug, a tote. I got a bunch of stuff, so it's gonna be nonstop, just kind of going at it here. So I'll try to film some if I can, but if not, hopefully you guys understand. The nice thing is I got 5 down already, so if I get 5 more in, I'm 1/3 of the way there. So that's kind of nice, but it's already 3 o'clock, so I really got to get moving here. All right, well, I'm taking a little bit of a break here. I'm probably halfway back, so about a 1/4 mile back. I got another 1/4 mile to go. But yeah, man, you just gotta go with this stuff. You know, it's like the more and more you think about how much it sucks, the more and more it sucks. So you just gotta kind of let your mind wander into a happy place, you know. And I just keep thinking about that I'm out in the woods doing what I want to do, and this, you know, once I get this stuff back here, I'm gonna have a permanent metal roof that's gonna last me the rest of my life. So, and I'm pretty convinced that once this metal is on the cabin, and with me staying on top of sealing the logs and doing stuff to prevent them from rotting, this cabin's gonna outlive me. So I think that's pretty cool. You know, if I take good care of this place, I think hopefully one day somebody walks across this cabin and, you know, 75 years when I'm dead, and it's just, I don't know, hopefully it's cool for them, you know, or I just think it'd be cool that this thing lasted me my whole life. So and beyond, you know, kind of my legacy I'm leaving. So I'm just gonna keep at her and keep grinding. All right, there's 10 sheets back here. That's one shy of one side, so that makes me a little cheery. But I want to see how the solar's doing. It was 11.9 volts when I left, so yeah, we're getting power. So it's charged at 0.2 volts since I've been gone, which is probably, I don't know, I cut up that tree and walked back here, so probably 30 minutes or so, maybe a little less. So that's good. And there's not, you know, the sun's going down now, so it's getting blocked by the trees quite a bit. So I'll probably just call this good. That'll be enough for my needs for a while, for lights tonight and charging my phone for a couple days. So you guys know what I just realized I forgot? Coffee. That sucks. I make a pot a day or typically, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I have any more laying around in there or not. I think I might have some old, like, not very good Mexican coffee that Sierra brought back from Mexico like 2 years ago, but that might have to suffice for now. All right, well, I got one more trip. I was able to cut down one more trip than I was supposed to have one more trip than what I have now, but I took a little extra on the last 2, and then this last one will be a big one. But I think it's like 4:19 right now, so I'm doing pretty good on time. Takes me about 10 minutes to walk to the vehicle without the metal, and then about, I don't know, 15. So I'll take 1 or 2 breaks along the way, and yeah, but I think I won't have any problem getting all this stuff in before daylight is done with. But I still got to I want to get my grandpa's stove hooked up for tonight. I'm supposed to get down to 30 degrees, which isn't too bad, but I just assume have a comfortable sleep, so we'll get it nice and toasty in there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this metal back in there, and then tomorrow I can just wake up and slap it on and call it good, be done with it. So that's the plan, man. All right, well, it's 3 in the morning right now. I fell asleep at like 7, so I'm pretty much wide awake. So I was laying there for about an hour, and I figured I might as well get up and start doing stuff. But but as you can see, it's a disaster in here right now. Basically, I'm going through everything, reorganizing everything. After being gone for, 6 months working and stuff, you kind of forget what you all have here and what you need or what you should have. So basically, I started ripping up the floor. There was one spot that got kind of wet right here, and one of these pieces of flooring was ripped, or was warped, I mean. So rather than having to haul out one little piece of flooring, I'm just going to rip all this out and paint this floor brown. I think that'll be just fine. And then I have a big rug I'm going to put in here, but it'll look good. But yeah, I'm just kind of going through everything right now, cleaning up, organizing everything. It looks like a bomb went off in here, but I have a method to this madness. But I figured I'd get all this stuff cleaned up. And then I do have a little bit of metal work to do yet. But I'll wrap that up once it gets daylight here in a few hours. All right, guys, the metal is officially on the roof, so we are done with that. I didn't get any footage of it because it was kind of a lot just doing the metal by myself, being up and down, on and off the roof all the time. So I ended up not really getting any footage of it, but we are done. I think I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's certainly a lot better than the tarp. And this is permanent, so it'll last a long time. But yeah, it looks a lot better. Installing it was a lot more fun than carrying it in, that's for sure. But yeah, looks nice. Well, I just got done painting the floor here. I was really scared at first because when you lay it on, it looked like this, and I thought that was gonna look really ugly, but it dries much darker brown, so pretty much the same as before. I got a lot of stuff to go through still, and I don't know. Still trying to figure out how I want to arrange this thing. Well, all right, it was mission accomplished this trip. I got my metal hauled in, which flat out sucked, and it reminded me of hauling in the plywood for the floor. But anyways, got it back here, got it installed, so that's nice. I shouldn't have to worry about the roof for a long time. But I'm actually heading over to deer camp tonight. It's Thursday. I always deer hunt opener at our family homestead there, and all my uncles and cousins and everything's up there. It's a lot of fun. So I've always deer hunted there for opener. Opener's Saturday, so I'm gonna hunt Saturday, Sunday, probably Monday, and then come back here Tuesday. Luckily, there's no snow in the forecast for a while, so when I get back Tuesday, it's actually supposed to be pretty nice, I think. Low 30s, but no snow, so I'm all right with that. So I'll be able to get a lot more stuff done around here, hopefully start on the porch and some other things. But yeah, we pulled the cabin on wheels over to deer camp like a couple weeks ago, so I'm going to be staying in that over deer camp. I am going to make a video at deer camp just so you guys can see kind of more of the cabin on wheels or tiny house there, kind of more completed. And yeah, just going to show you guys a little bit about where I deer hunt there and all that. But I'm officially done with work for the year as well, so I'm shooting over to deer camp, like I said, this weekend, and then I'll be back here for the rest of the year till May. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I was pretty happy with what I got done this trip in the few days I was here, but yeah, there's still a lot more to do. And if I can get a lot of this stuff cleaned up around here before the snow flies, I'm gonna be a happy camper. So anyways, stay tuned for that deer hunting video, and then like I said, next week I'll be back here and putting out a lot more videos for you guys throughout the winter. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned.